Level 1, the associate. You stand outside a narrow back entrance, adjusting your jacket while trying to look calm, even though your heartbeat doesn't agree with you. When the door finally opens, no one greets you and no one asks your name, because if you mattered here, they would already know it. Inside, the room feels controlled rather than loud, filled with quiet conversations that briefly pause when you walk past, then continue like nothing happened. You sit where you're told, keep your posture steady, and quickly understand that speaking less is the first test of belonging. Your first job arrives without explanation, just a name, a location, and a time that feels more like a warning than a suggestion. You carry an envelope inside your jacket, aware of its weight with every step, even though you never check what's inside. On the street, every passing car feels slower, every glance feels sharper, and for the first time, you realize how visible you actually are. You deliver the package exactly as instructed and walk away without hesitation, because hesitation here leaves a mark. That night, you earn nothing in cash, but you gain something more important: permission to come back. Level 2, the runner. You move more often now, but never in a straight pattern because patterns attract attention, and attention leads to questions you can't afford. Packages pass through your hands daily, sealed and silent, each one treated like it matters more than it looks. You begin memorizing routes, exits, blind spots, and cameras until moving unnoticed becomes second nature instead of effort. Your steps look casual, but every turn you take is already planned before you reach it. One evening, flashing lights appear where they shouldn't be, and suddenly you're standing still while someone studies you too closely. The questions sound normal, but the pauses between them feel like they're waiting for you to slip. You answer carefully, keeping your voice even and your movements controlled, because panic shows faster than words ever could. When you're finally allowed to leave, you don't rush, even though every instinct tells you to disappear quickly. You finish the delivery anyway because unfinished work creates problems that don't fade with time. Level 3, the soldier. Now your role changes and people start recognizing you before you even speak, which means your presence carries weight whether you want it to or not. You're no longer just moving things. You're protecting them, enforcing them, and becoming part of what keeps everything running. A man refuses to pay what he owes, and suddenly you're standing outside his place, waiting for him to open the door himself. The conversation starts calm, almost polite, but it doesn't stay that way once he realizes there are no real options left. You watch his confidence fade slowly, replaced by something more desperate, and you understand that this moment is about more than money. It's about making sure no one else tries the same thing after this. When things shift, they happen quickly and without warning, because hesitation at this level creates doubt, and doubt spreads fast. You act when needed, not out of anger, but because the situation leaves no room for anything else. When you walk away, the street looks the same, but something inside you doesn't. Level 4, the enforcer. By now, your name moves ahead of you, changing how people behave before you even arrive, which means your work often starts before you step inside. You're sent where words have already failed and outcomes need to be decided rather than discussed. A warehouse late at night becomes your next destination, quiet except for a single light that makes everything feel more exposed. The man inside talks fast, offering numbers, names, and promises that sound convincing but come too late. You listen carefully, not because it will change anything, but because information always holds value somewhere down the line. When the moment comes, your decision is quick and controlled, leaving no room for confusion or misinterpretation. You leave without looking back because looking back suggests doubt, and doubt doesn't belong to you anymore. Later, you realize the most unsettling part isn't what you did, but how natural it felt. Level 5 at the capo regime. Now you don't move constantly because others move for you, carrying out decisions that begin and end with your approval. Responsibility shifts upward, and suddenly every mistake below you becomes something you have to fix. Money flows through your hands in ways that don't leave clear traces, moving through layered accounts and businesses that don't raise questions. You learn how to make large amounts look ordinary, blending them into systems that were designed for that exact purpose. Meetings become more frequent, and the conversations inside them feel heavier, because every number represents risk as much as profit. A shipment goes missing, and the silence that follows says more than any explanation ever could. You trace the problem carefully, knowing that reacting too fast creates chaos, but reacting too slow creates weakness. Orders leave your mouth precisely because control at this level depends on balance more than force. Level 6, the underboss. Now you stand close to the top, where every decision feels amplified and every mistake carries consequences far beyond you. Conversations become layered where what's said matters less than what's implied beneath it. You sit across from people who smile while measuring your reactions, and you return the same expression without giving anything away. A deal is placed in front of you, balanced on the surface, but filled with risks that only reveal themselves if you look closely. You agree carefully, already planning how to respond if things don't go as expected, because preparation replaces reaction here. Late at night, you review everything again, connecting details that others might ignore. You begin to notice patterns that don't fit, and those small inconsistencies start to matter more than anything obvious. Because at this level, problems don't announce themselves. They build quietly. Level 7, the boss. Everything now leads to you, and people measure their words carefully because your response can change outcomes instantly. You don't need to raise your voice because silence alone can control the direction of a room. Two groups bring a dispute to you, each presenting their version, each leaving out details that might weaken their position. You listen patiently, focusing more on what they avoid saying than what they actually explain. When you decide, it doesn't just solve the problem, it shifts the balance between them in a way they can't ignore. Money moves in large amounts now, flowing through systems that keep you distant but never completely safe. You start noticing repeated patterns, faces that appear too often, movements that don't feel random, conversations that end too quickly. And slowly you realize the outside pressure is getting closer. Level 8, the dawn. Now you sit at the center of everything, surrounded by control you built over time, yet feeling more isolated than ever before. People are always around you, but none of them truly stand beside you without conditions. Everything runs through systems you created, decisions you made, and structures that depend entirely on your stability. But something begins to feel off, subtle enough to question, but strong enough to stay in your mind. You notice delays, small shifts in behavior, and responses that arrive just slightly too late to feel natural. Sleep becomes rare because your mind keeps analyzing outcomes that haven't happened yet. You change routines quietly, limit access carefully, and watch everything more closely than before because you understand this system better than anyone else. You built it, and that means you know exactly how it can break. You think about leaving sometimes, about stepping away before something turns against you, but the idea never feels real because leaving doesn't remove you, it exposes you. Every decision you made has locked you into this life completely, turning power into something you can't walk away from. And even when everything seems calm, when nothing appears to be wrong, you're still watching, still calculating, still waiting. Because at the highest level, you don't control the life anymore. You're trapped inside it.